Hey, what's up? I hope you're doing great. The headline stuff is the new base called Cloudreach, a brand new raid tool called the Lockpick, with a spicy purple Warden's Lockpick variant, plus some fresh store stock like a mount and new Wayfinder bundles, all things the studio pushed live across platforms. Right off the bat, Cloudreach is a real change of pace for defenders and attackers alike. It's an airship hangar-style base with an elevated deck that gives defenders some serious sightline advantages, but it also forces team fights into tighter generator rooms and cramped corridors. You've got 3 plant points that tend to split teams, front, left, and right. And because of the way the deck and the back generator buildings are arranged, and attackers with plants on the front can find themselves fighting to push all the way back across the base to reach the generators. There are ventilation shafts above generators too, which defenders can use for cheeky grenade plays into planted areas, so planting strategy matters here more than on some of the wider bases. The Lockpick changes how doors and windows factor into sieges. It's a raid tool that fires little darts which temporarily unlock and disable enemy doors and windows, effectively transferring access to your team for a short window. That means you can create new routes into objective buildings without having to brute force a wall or rely purely on explosives. It's more surgical, and it rewards timing and coordination. The darts themselves are treated like a special ammo type you can find in chests or buy from the in-game trader, so they're a resource you'll need to think about conserving and using at key moments. And then there's the purple variant, the Warden's Lockpick, which adds a gameplay flourish. When you hack a door or window with it, it creates a little energy field that gives teammates a short speed boost when they pass through, and it can damage, slow, and briefly highlight enemies who cross it. In practice, that means a coordinated push where a Lockpick user opens a flank and a fast teammate rockets through can turn into a high-value entry that disorients defenders and forces repositioning. It also makes the Lockpick a viable defensive tool in some situations, denying routes or punishing anyone who tries to retake a doorway unprepared. I describe the Lockpick as a tactical punctuation mark. It doesn't replace gunplay, but it rewrites the geometry of fights for short bursts. Imagine your team sets up crossfire on a building's exterior, your Lockpick user opens a back entrance, and your push coordinator times a smoke or a speed burst through the open doorway. You can collapse the defender's rotation options in seconds. Conversely, defenders need to treat doors and windows as much more dangerous now. A door you assumed was safe could be open to your backline if you don't secure flanks or clear chests carefully. The Storm got some additions too. The Trading Post's offerings got expanded, and there's a Moonbrune mount, plus Wayfinder cosmetic bundles themed for the Iron Vigil. That stuff won't change how you play on a tactical level, but it's the sort of cosmetics and mount options that let you personalize your Wardens and show off a bit between matches. On the balance and quality of life side, the patch feels content-focused. It isn't an enormous rebalance wave, but it adds map knowledge, item knowledge, and small economy shifts that will ripple through how teams approach both base defense and raid timing. You'll want to reevaluate your usual base choices and rotation habits. Bases with long sightlines might favor defenders even more with Cloudreach in the rotation, while high-mobility comps that can abuse the Warden's Lockpick speed boost will find new aggressive options. Also, because darts are a loot resource, your early-game looting path matters more. A team that secures a Lockpick early can force a window of pressure that forces the other team into awkward trades. Practical tips as you jump in. If you're defending Cloudreach, use the high deck and the vents to your advantage. Grenade angles matter, and rotating between the generator rooms quickly lets you collapse on plants. If you're attacking, don't front plant carelessly. Use flank control or a Lockpick to open a new angle so you're not trying to push across exposed deck space into concentrated defender fire. For Lockpick users, coordinate with a fast teammate or someone who can follow up with area denial. The purple variant's speed boost loves being paired with an aggressive entry Warden. And because darts are found in chests and trader inventory, if you see them early, treat them like a win condition. Use them when you can get maximum map-altering value, not just to open a single door for a sloppy push. I'll also point out that this kind of content drop is exactly the kind that keeps matches feeling fresh. A single new base with unique verticality, and a tool that rewrites access control can shift the meta without touching every Warden's kit. Whether you're into methodical siege play or explosive coordinated entries, there's something to learn and exploit. And for players who like collecting cosmetics, the new Trading Post stock and mount options give you something to grind between matches. That's the long of it. A new map that changes how space is contested, a raid tool that changes how doors and windows are treated, a powerful purple variant that rewards coordination, deaths, and some cosmetic and store updates to cap it off. All sourced from the studio and recent coverage. So if you've been waiting for an update that gives you new map geometry to master and a tool that rewards team timing, this one's worth a few rounds.